We're live now. We're going to be talking about a topic that most people have been thinking about but haven't really done anything about, and that is how starting a car rental business is an awesome idea, even if you do not have the cars. I'll say this again: starting a car rental business is an awesome idea, even if you have no cars. And the reason that's an awesome idea is you can actually come up with a plan, a vehicle plan. And the vehicle plan is going to be dictated by to what extent you are connected to a whole bunch of systems that's going to allow you to consistently gain the respect and social proof from the car rental guests, if you get what I mean. So, for example, if people are searching for vehicles, they need to be able to get a hold of you. And if they get a hold of you, you need to be able to deliver on their service. All right. So once you come into this live, I'm going to need you to type yes, yes, yes somewhere in the chat. That's going to allow most people to come join the conversation. And if you could, go ahead and subscribe to the Car Shears YouTube channel. This is the space where we talk about everything dealing with the car rental industry, the automobile industry, and we also dive deeper in specific industries and niches. For example, sports cars, right? Supercars, electric cars, dual motor cars, right? Hybrid cars. We talk about these niches. We talk about SUVs and the strategies you can employ to allow you to understand that the car rental space is here to stay. The car rental space is here to stay, and it's here to stay for select individuals that understand exactly what it is that it entails when it comes to doing car rentals, right? Also, talking about your strategy within your niche, right? Who's gonna manage your website? How the leads gonna funnel back to an ad that you probably want to take care of, right? Some of these ads, if you don't structure them the right way, you're not gonna be able to get the results, and you're not gonna be able to get the right folks to get into your sales funnel that you can then nurture. Okay, the key is to be able to nurture folks that are on an alert. You know, they're there waiting to basically for you to give them a reason to make a purchase, right? A reason to rent your car. A reason to say, hey, I'm ready to jump in to the car rental space because it's an exciting space, right? So these are some of the strategies that I'm sharing in this live. Again, remember, this live is to select individuals and entrepreneurs that are looking to either start a business and are hoping to do the car sharing space, they're hoping to do car rental. You don't have to even have a car to start a car rental business. You can do what's called car arbitrage. And by the way, I'm going to be leaving a link somewhere below in the description where you can download an ebook. And this ebook is for select individuals. So right now, if you join, type yes, yes, yes somewhere in the description and say hello and let us know where you're coming from. And we're going to dive deeper in this particular live where we're going to be sharing the strategies to enable you to start a car rental business. Car rental business is a good idea to start even if you have no car. Again, you don't need a car to start a car rental business. In other words, you're gonna arbitrage the whole thing. And that's it. The fantastic stuff about it, right? You don't need a car whatsoever. You're just gonna say, hey, look, I'm ready to jump into a business that's seeing double-digit growth. All right. When I say double digit growth, I'm not talking about the kind of growth you're going to get from the likes of an NVIDIA. Everybody's jumping and talking about NVIDIA like that's the best thing since sliced bread. But then again, the same people that are talking that company are now saying it appears the company cannot sustain that growth. But I'm here to tell you that Turo, for example, is a car rental space, right? And how can you leverage Turo? A lot of Turo hosts right now are exiting. They're trying to start their own private car rental business. And you can start a private car rental business. And I'll be sharing some of the tips that enable me to not only succeed in Turo, but it's also enabling me to leverage some of the platforms to get ahead of the competition. Remember, the key is for you to get ahead of the competition. The competition is going to be there, but don't let the fact that you currently don't have a car stop you from jumping into the car rental space. All right. So again, once you join this live, I'm going to need you to type yes, yes, yes somewhere in the comment section below. And once you type yes, 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 I also need you to hit the subscribe button. And I also going to be sharing a link for you to join some of the enterprise level folks that are looking to get deeper coaching from car rental. And these folks are going to be in a situation to help themselves succeed in the car rental industry. So now I want to know where you guys are from, right? So go ahead and type somewhere in the comment section, introduce yourself, and let me know what exactly are you looking to do in terms of if you were to start a car business today. What will be the number one problem that you're looking to solve? In other words, do you have a problem? And if so, the chat lines are open right now for you to type that what that problem is, and I'm going to do what I call a ad hoc uh, questions and answers, Q&A ad hoc. Okay, what is your number one question? Name a car for edit. Okay, a car for edit. You mean a car for example? Okay, so I will tell you a car that you probably need to focus on, and that is the BMW M2. Okay, the BMW M2. I think that car won the title for Motor Trend Sports Performance Car for 2024. It's a model car that BMW has consistently worked on, and it has fans. So you want to get start off with a car that actually has a following, right? So when you have a car that has a following, you increase your likelihood of that car succeeding. When you say edit, what do you mean by edit? A car for edit, what does that mean? A car for edit, what are you editing? All right, so yeah. So again, remember, when you ask a question, you got to be specific and you're going to get the answer that you want, right? So if you're looking for a car to jump into the car rental space, then I could tell you, I just gave you an example of a car that you can use to rent, okay? But again, the strategies that I'm employing are just not just marketing strategies, it's also going to encompass what I call like a video. Oh, gotcha. You want a car that you can do a video with? Yeah, sure. So the best car that I think you can do a video with is the right now it's a three-wheel vehicle, right? It's called the Vanderhall Venice Blackjack. If you've never heard about the Vanderhall, I'm going to be leaving a link somewhere in the description following the live, where you can check it out and you can actually experience the Vanderhall, and you can do a good video. As a matter of fact, I had one of the clients rent out the Vanderhall Venice Blackjack for a music video, and it turned out pretty good. So I might even share that video so you can see it. So that's a car that I think is very unique, because when people see it, it catches their attention. Does that help out? All right, I do appreciate you. I hope that answered your question. But to dive deeper into what I was talking about, right? So some of the things I'm going to do with my live is being able to kind of help you answer questions just like I did. The other thing too is to say, coaching is very important. And as you start thinking about jumping into this business, you're gonna need an accountability coach, and that's where I come in, right? So my job is to help you decipher what makes sense, hold you accountable, and help you using the step-by-step process that I've already utilized to grow my business, right? And this step-by-step process has worked for me the last 3 years, and that's why I'm able to consistently deliver superb customer service experience, and also the reviews that I get are a testament to that effort. Now, here's what I wanted to start off with, right? Imagine a situation where you have a friend or two, and they're looking to get from point A to point B. And say, for example, something happened where there was a natural disaster and they couldn't get where they were going. They were traveling. The natural disaster actually stopped them from connecting to the last destination. And then when they got to the last destination, after like maybe 1 or 2 days of just not having the opportunity to network and do things, the car that they reserved was no longer available. So now they're in the destination, but they can't get where they're supposed to get to. And they call you, hey, do you know of any car rental shops and or places that I could rent a car from? Now imagine if you had a fleet of cars or you knew people that had those cars, then you then become the connector, right? That's how you can get started in this business. You can basically do a contract with the owner of the car, deliver the service, and then get a percentage for delivering that service. So I think that is the essence of being able to start a business with no car and actually succeed in that effort, right? So that's a good example, and just imagine what that could do. And I will tell you, I kind of told you a little bit about sports cars, but you can actually rent cars in the niches that are performing. And some of these niches are the economy niche. You can have the SUV niche. Within the SUV niche, you expect to make between $1,500 to $1,700 per month. Economy cars, you're probably going to be making about $200 per month, right? So we're going to tell you how to not only get some way to acquire cars if that's what you're looking for, but we're also going to tell you how you can set up the infrastructure to allow you to do this kind of stuff, right? Because the infrastructure is very important. It's equally as important as the cars themselves. And I'll give you a good example about infrastructure. So there's business pages that are out there that could drive traffic from when people are searching for stuff. So you can have a business page that drives traffic that says, hey, there's a car that's out there and somebody needs that car. And you may not be the person that has the car, right? But what typically would happen is your business page will get the customers that are looking to rent a particular kind of car. And then what you would then do is you would take that database, you would take it to a private rental company. Because remember, the key is to have a book of business. What I mean by a book of business is something that you can actually sell that is almost like an intellectual property, like a customer list, right? So that customer list is invaluable because you've already done the lead generation piece of it. So the lead generation piece of it is something you can then approach somebody that owns either an economy car or they own an SUV or they own performance vehicles, like a Porsche 911, Carrera or Porsche GT3, Porsche GT4 RS, specific cars, Mercedes-Benz AMG, or right, yeah, specific cars that people are looking to experience. A Lamborghini, for example, a Ventador, or a Ferrari for that matter, right? So once you have that inventory, a customer list that are basically excited about these cars, and like I told you, there's an audience within some of this customer list. They go crazy over certain cars. Once you have that list, you can then market that list. You can market that list. How can you market it? You can run ads. Okay, you can run ads to get the list more exposure. And once the ads are able to then translate those leads into potential customers, then you actually have a business where, number one, you don't even own the car. Remember, I told you. And number two, you have the clientele to be able to rent these cars. So that's when you then can approach private renters, Okay, and that's what I call arbitrage. You may actually just spend maybe $100 to run the ads, right? A one-time ad. You may spend between $30 to $50 to set up the landing page. Okay, and then it just mushrooms from there. It grows from there. All right. But you gotta have your strategy from the outset. And these are the strategies that I'm gonna be sharing with you in detail when you sign up for my one-on-one coaching. Okay. I'm going to be the accountability coach, like I mentioned previously, right? You need an accountability coach. So if you're ready to experience what it's like to be a car rental arbitrageur, go ahead and click the link that I'm going to leave in the description below to sign up for the ebook. That ebook is just $9.99. It's typically $37. So I'm doing a sale right now. You can get that ebook and read that ebook. And if you're excited, which I guarantee you, you're going to be excited about the prospect of getting to this space, right? Then you're going to go to the next level, which would be signing up for one of my coaching programs, which again, I'm going to leave the link somewhere in the description below. And we're going to move forward. So, again, just to recap, I think it's a good idea to start a car rental business, even if you don't have a car. And I've shared some of the broad based techniques that you can utilize and employ. But to get further into this idea and turn that into a reality, you're going to need to get the coaching. Okay. And this coaching is going to be me coaching you directly on a one on one basis. All right. Holding you accountable so you can action the plan that you have. Okay. But you got to be passionate about what it is you're doing. All right. And I think by being passionate, you can actually get after those goals that you're looking for. Until next time, I'm going to be signing off right now, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. And consider joining this channel on a monthly basis. I'm going to be leaving the link how to join the channel below in the description, and I'll be chatting with you later.